English Bloom, the podcast. Hello, English learners. Welcome to English Bloom, the podcast. I'm Olivia, and I'm so glad you are here.
And I'm Liam. We are so happy you're here with us today. Sit with a warm drink if you like. Make yourself comfortable.
In this episode, we will talk about routines for English learners. We want to help you grow your English one petal at a time.
That phrase, grow your English one petal at a time, I love it. It feels gentle.
Yes, and today we will use one image again and again. Imagine you are a train. If you have to choose your own path through a thick, dark forest every day, you move very slowly. But if you have tracks under your wheels, you can move fast and carry a lot of weight without thinking. A routine is like those tracks for your life.
Picture that train. No tracks, you decide every little thing. That takes energy. That is decision fatigue. But with tracks, your day has default choices. You move without thinking much. You save energy for the big things.
Exactly. When you have tracks, your brain can relax. You don't ask, should I study English now? Should I exercise? You just do it. It becomes natural and very kind to your brain.
By the way, research shows many of our actions are habitual, maybe around 40 to 50% of what we do every day. That means routines already run our lives in many ways. We can build better tracks.
Right. Today we will do 3 steps. First, we build the foundation. Second, we set an evening anchor. Third, we find your rhythm, so practice becomes automatic. We will talk about life routines and English routines together.
And later, we will take a slow word tour. 6 words that help you talk about routines. Foundation, predictable, structure, discipline, automatic, rhythm. We will explain them with simple examples.
Before we begin, a little invitation. If you want this kind of gentle practice, subscribe to our show. Think of us as a small, warm study group. You can listen on the bus, in the kitchen, or with your morning coffee. We want to be part of your daily tracks.
Yeah, imagine a warm cup, 10 minutes of listening, one small practice. That is the kind of habit we want to help you build. Okay, shall we start with step 1? Olivia, do you want to take us through the foundation?
I will. Step 1 is the foundation. Think about a house. A house stands in wind and rain if it has a strong foundation. The foundation is the strong base that keeps everything safe. In life, your foundation is a few simple, repeated daily habits. For example, wake-up time, breakfast time, a short walk, or 5 minutes of stretching, and a fixed time for planning your day.
When your morning is predictable, you save mental energy. You don't ask, what comes first? What do I do now? Your body starts to trust your day.
Exactly. Predictable. That is a good word. It means you can guess what will happen. For example, my mornings are predictable. I wake up, drink coffee, and study English for 10 minutes. When things are predictable, your mind relaxes.
I want to tell a small story because I think stories stay with us. A student I worked with used to wake at different times. Some days very early, other days very late. She forgot things. She felt stressed each morning. She tried a small change. Wake at 7 every day, breakfast at 7:15, check her calendar for 5 minutes. 2 weeks later, she felt calmer. Same job, same life, but the foundation changed everything.
Yes, that small change gave her a reliable track. Health researchers also find that people with regular sleep and wake times often report better mood and energy. A predictable morning helps mental health.
Right. And now we attach English to that foundation. This is the English Bloom layer. After your coffee, a simple rule. English, 10 minutes. That is it. Not 1 hour, 10 minutes.
10 minutes is so small it feels safe, but small and regular wins. 10 minutes every day adds up. 10 minutes times 365 days equals 3,650 minutes. over 60 hours a year. That is like a short course, quietly done.
Also, tiny practice is easier to keep. You can listen to part of this podcast for 10 minutes, or read a short article, or review 5 new words, or write 3 simple sentences about your day. These are small actions that become familiar.
Yes, think of this as habit stacking. You stack the new habit on an existing one. After I drink my coffee, I study English for 10 minutes. The coffee is the cue. The 10 minutes is the routine. The small reward can be a check on your calendar. This cue, routine, reward loop is powerful.
By the way, Olivia, do you have a favorite 10-minute activity?
I do. I often listen to one short audio and then repeat 2 sentences aloud. It makes speaking feel smaller and safer. What about you, Liam?
I do. I often reading one short page and picking one new word to use that day. Putting the new word into a sentence helps me remember.
Perfect. Small actions, tiny celebrations.
Okay, let's move to step 2, the evening anchor. Olivia, how do you explain an anchor to someone new?
An anchor holds a ship in place. At night, you can drop an evening anchor for tomorrow. It is one small action that makes the morning easy. Examples: choose your clothes before bed, put your keys and bag in one place, or write a short to-do list with 3 tasks for the next day.
Decision fatigue. That is the feeling you have when many small choices use up your willpower. It is real. When you reduce small decisions in the morning, you keep energy for work and for English later.
Exactly. Many people simplify clothing choices to reduce decisions. You do not need to dress like a famous person, but choosing clothes the night before helps. Another easy anchor is to set your bag by the door.
I used to lose my keys every morning. Now I have a small bowl on the table. Keys go in the bowl. Wallet goes there. Simple, but it changed my mornings.
Now, for English, the evening anchor is small and gentle. Put your English book or notebook on your pillow, or set a phone reminder, 5 minutes of English before sleep. When the last thing you see before you sleep is English, it becomes part of your day.
And there is a small memory benefit. Some research suggests that studying or reviewing before sleep can help memory. The brain keeps new information a bit longer, so a short review at night can help vocabulary stick.
Yes, but keep the night practice light and calm. Read one short story, review 3 words, or write a quick reflection. Today I felt because. This closes the day gently.
Let me add a practical tip. Make the night task so small it's almost silly. If you tell yourself just 1 page or 3 words, you are more likely to do it. When you make tasks small, you remove the excuse of "I have no time."
A listener once told me, "Olivia, when I put my book on the pillow, I felt a soft promise to myself." That is the feeling. You are telling your future self, "I will meet you in the morning."
Beautiful. All right, step 3, finding your rhythm. Olivia, tell us how rhythm makes routine feel like freedom, not prison.
People often fear routines because they think routines mean no freedom. But structure and discipline can free you. When small tasks are automatic, your brain has space for creativity. For example, when you always clean the kitchen for 5 minutes after dinner, it never becomes a big job. Your life has a rhythm, like music. Rhythm makes life flow.
Yes, the neuroscience story is that habits move from the active decision-making areas of the brain to automatic loops. At first, you think a lot. Later, you do it without thinking. That is automatic. You get freedom.
A helpful image, a dance. When you know the steps, you can enjoy the music. Routine is the steps. Freedom is dancing freely within the steps.
For English learners, rhythm means you touch English at regular times. Morning 10 minutes, evening anchor, maybe a short listening on the commute. When it is automatic, you don't need high motivation. On tired days, you can still do a small bit. That is how you never quit.
Yes, many learners fall into the start-stop pattern. They study hard for a week and stop for 3 weeks. This feels like failure. Instead, choose a tiny habit you can keep. The goal is consistency, not perfection.
Let me give a checklist for a weekly rhythm. This is practical. Morning, English 10 minutes after coffee. Midday, 5 minutes of a quick review or flashcards after lunch. Evening, 5 to 10 minutes on the pillow. Weekend, 20-30 minutes of something you enjoy. A short talk with a friend, a TV episode with subtitles, or longer reading. That small structure spreads your practice across different times and helps your brain.
That is a lovely plan. Also, remember to be kind to yourself. Discipline does not mean punishment. Discipline is a promise to help yourself grow. It is like planting a small pot and watering it every day.
And celebrate small wins. Put a cross on a calendar each day you touch English. Say, nice job to yourself. Those small positive moments help habits stick. BJ Fogg calls them tiny celebrations. They work.
We should pause here, Liam. I want to ask you a direct question. When you are busy and tired, what is your go-to tiny action?
Good question. My go-to is 3 minutes of listening. I set a playlist of 3-minute audios. If I am exhausted, 3 minutes is doable. Often, 3 minutes turns into 10, but I do not expect it. What about you, Olivia?
I like 2 lines of speaking practice. I read 2 sentences aloud, slowly. That takes about a minute or 2. It warms my voice and makes me keep speaking English, even on hard days.
Yes, the tiny action is the key. Okay, let us do a small practical exercise for listeners. You can pause the episode if you want. Ready?
Yes, the tiny action is the key. Okay, let us do a small practical exercise for listeners. You can pause the episode if you want. Ready? Yes. Listen to us and choose one of these options. 1. English 10 minutes after coffee. 2. Put an English book on your pillow tonight. Or 3. Decide one tiny action you can do when you are tired. Pick one. Say it out loud now. Say it.
Yes, if you said it aloud, great. You just made a small commitment. If you will do it tomorrow, even better. Tiny commitments build tracks.
Now, let's talk about common problems learners face without routine. First, the start-stop pattern we mentioned. People feel guilty and think that they are not good at language. The real cause is inconsistent habit, not lack of ability.
Second, motivation-only strategy. Waiting to feel motivated is unreliable. Feelings change. Routines give you a plan that works even when feelings do not. Third, all or nothing thinking. If I cannot study 1 hour, it is useless. That is not true. 5 minutes is useful.
A small story. A learner told me she would study only when she had energy. Some weeks she had energy, other weeks not. She felt stuck. She picked just 5 minutes a day. Within a month, she felt proud. The secret was small, steady practice.
Let us move to habit triggers and environment design. These are practical changes that help. Habit stacking is one. After this, do that. For example, after I brush my teeth, I listen to a short podcast. After lunch, I read 1 page in English. These triggers are anchors.
Environment design means making small physical changes. Put your English book in a visible place. Use English for some phone settings. Follow 1 or 2 English accounts on social media. Things you enjoy. The environment gently reminds you to practice.
A tip: keep materials simple and visible. If your book is in a box, you will forget. If it is on the pillow or on the kitchen table, you're more likely to touch it.
And when you feel resistance, ask yourself, can I do just 1 minute? If yes, start. Many times 1 minute becomes 10. The hard part is starting.
Let's give listeners a small, practical plan they can use for the next month. Week 1, choose 1 morning cue, after coffee, and do English 10 minutes for 5 days. Week 2, add an evening anchor. Put a book on your pillow and do 5 minutes on 3 nights. Week 3, add a midday tiny touch. flashcards after lunch. Week 4, reflect and adjust. If something feels hard, reduce it. The goal is a steady rhythm.
Reflecting is important. At the end of each week, ask, what worked? What was easy? What made me skip? Then change only one thing. Small changes are easier to keep.
I want to give a simple tracking idea. Use a small paper calendar or a habit app. Each day you touch English, mark an X. After 7 X's, give yourself a small treat, a favorite tea, or a walk. The treat is your reward. It does not have to be big. The positive emotion helps the habit stick.
Now, interruptions. Some listeners might ask, what if my schedule changes every day? I work different shifts. Liam, what do you say to that?
Good question. If your schedule is unpredictable, build flexible anchors around small, portable actions. For example, English 10 minutes after lunch might work because lunch exists on most days. Or if your commute varies, keep a short podcast episode on your phone for whichever travel you have. The trick is to find common moments, however small.
Yes, and if you have a very busy day, make the goal even smaller. 5 minutes is still progress. You keep the habit alive. The rhythm remains, even if softer for one day.
Let's pause and imagine again the train in the forest. You are the train. Sometimes the forest is thick and dark. Other times the day is clear. Your tracks are small habits and anchors. They help you move forward without choosing the path each morning. This is comforting.
I want to share a quick personal memory. When I first moved to a new country, I felt overwhelmed. I could speak little English. I made a small foundation, wake at the same time, make tea, and read 2 short paragraphs in English. The first months were slow, but after 6 months, I noticed I could understand much more. The tracks helped me carry the weight of a new life.
Thank you for sharing that. I have a messy morning story. I used to leave my shoes in strange places. I would lose time each morning. I decided to set an evening anchor. Shoes by the door. Such a small action changed my mornings. It shows how small design choices affect time and mood.
Okay, we are nearing the word tour. Let us transition now. Oh, Liam, will you lead the word tour? You love clear, short definitions.
Yes! Okay, friends, now it is time to look closer at our new words. We used some special words today. Let's slow down and explain them. We will do 6 words: foundation, predictable, structure, discipline, automatic, rhythm. I will say the word, Olivia will give a simple explanation and an example, and I will add a quick analogy. Sound good?
Perfect. Let's go.
First word, foundation.
A foundation is the strong base of something, like the bottom of a house that keeps it safe. Example, my morning routine is the foundation of my day.
Analogy, the base of a house that keeps it standing in the wind.
Next word, predictable.
When something is predictable, you can guess what will happen. It is not a surprise. Example, my mornings are predictable. I wake up, drink coffee, and study English for 10 minutes.
Analogy, a TV show that comes at the same time every week.
Third word, structure.
Structure is how things are organized. It is like the frame of a building or a clear plan for your day. Example, a simple structure for my day helps me feel calm.
Analogy, the frame of a building or the schedule of a school day.
Fourth word, discipline.
Discipline is the ability to do what you need to do even when you don't want to. It is like a coach that helps you practice when you are tired. Example, it takes discipline to study English every day.
Analogy, a coach who helps you train even when you are tired.
Fifth word, automatic.
Automatic means you do it without thinking a lot. It just happens. Example, after many weeks, my English practice became automatic.
Analogy, typing your phone password without thinking or brushing your teeth.
Final word, rhythm.
Rhythm is a regular, repeated pattern, like a steady beat in music. Example,
I found a good rhythm for my day. Work, exercise, and then English in the evening.
Analogy: the beat in music or the steps in a dance. Great. I like how these words sound when we say them slowly.
Wonderful. Now a small quiz for listeners. Don't worry, it is friendly. Think of one sentence with one of these words. Say it aloud. If you can, pause the episode and try. Good. You are practicing pronunciation and meaning at the same time.
Okay, let us talk about tiny celebrations and tracking again for a moment. We mentioned putting an X on a calendar. Another idea is to keep a small notebook. At the end of each week, write one small success. It could be, I did English 10 minutes for 5 days, or I used my new word in a sentence. These reflections help you see growth.
Yes, the brain likes positive emotion. Each small celebration makes the habit feel good. That feeling helps you repeat the action. You are building a friendly loop. Cue, routine, reward, repeat.
Yes, the brain likes positive emotion. Each small celebration makes the habit feel good. That feeling helps you repeat the action. You are building a friendly loop. Cue, routine, reward, repeat. We should also offer some short examples of what counts as English 10 minutes or evening 5 minutes. Let us list some ideas quickly.
Okay, morning 10-minute ideas. 1. Listen to a short podcast or this episode for 10 minutes. 2. Read one short news item. 3. Review 5 new words. 4. Shadow 2 short sentences from a show.
Evening 5-minute ideas. 1. Put the new words on index cards and read them once. 2. Write 2 simple sentences about your day. 3. Read 1 page of a graded reader. 4. Listen to a calm English story while you relax.
On-the-go ideas. 1. Change your phone language to English for common words. 2. Read 1 short social media post in English. 3. Listen to a short audio on the bus.
Now, let us answer a common listener question. I study English with many different methods. How do I choose a routine? Liam.
Great question. Choose what you enjoy and what you can keep. If you love music, listen to English songs for 10 minutes. If you like reading, read short stories. The best routine uses things you will do without thinking too much. Variety is fine, but build small anchors first.
Yes, and keep an eye on 1 or 2 priorities. For example, if you want to speak more, focus more on shadowing and simple speaking tasks. If you want vocabulary, choose spaced repetition or flashcards. The structure is small and clear. Morning touch, evening anchor, small midday touch.
Yes, and keep an eye on learning is not linear. Some weeks feel slow. That's okay. Over months, you will see growth. The train moves forward. Even small distances add up.
Now, a few more real-life mini-stories to inspire listeners. One student set a phone alarm that said, English 10, every morning. At first, she ignored it. After a week, she answered it. After 3 weeks, she felt proud to keep a 5-day streak. Small alarms work.
Another learner placed sticky notes on the coffee machine with 1 new word. Each time she made coffee, she noticed the word. After a month, she knew many of those words. Little environmental nudges are powerful.
Okay, we have covered a lot. Let's pause, breathe, and do a 3-minute guided reflection. Close your eyes if you can. I will speak slowly.
Okay, imagine your day as a train. Right now, is the train moving in the dark forest without tracks, or does it have small tracks already? Picture one small action you can do tomorrow at the same time. See yourself doing it. Feel the small calm that comes when you finish. Good. When you open your eyes, keep that small action in mind.
If you did this reflection, wonderful. You just practiced an anchor for your future self. Keep that image.
Before we sign off,
let us give practical troubleshooting for 2 common problems. Problem 1, I forget my evening anchor. Solution, set a phone reminder or put a physical object where you will see it. Book on the pillow or your glasses on top of the book.
Problem 2. I miss many mornings because of travel. Solution: find portable practice, an audio on your phone, a small notebook, or flashcards. Keep your routine flexible. Even one short touch keeps the habit alive.
Another quick tip: create social accountability. Tell one friend your small plan. Send a message each day when you do it. Real people help keep you on the tracks.
Okay, it is time for final encouraging thoughts. Remember the train image. You do not need to find a new path every day. You only need small tracks. A foundation, an evening anchor, and a rhythm help you move forward.
We also said small habits beat big, rare efforts. 10 minutes after coffee plus 5 minutes at night adds up. The trick is consistency. Keep your promise to yourself in small ways.
Think of one small thing you can do tomorrow at the same time every day. Maybe English 10 minutes after your coffee. Maybe reading one short text before sleep. Whoever you are, you can build tracks.
If this episode helped you, please like this video. It really supports our Bloom community. And we want to hear from you. In the comments, write one thing you do at the same time every single day. It can be small, maybe drinking water, maybe saying good morning to someone. Share your routine with us.
We read your comments and they make us so happy. They also help other learners get ideas.
Okay, before we go, one last tiny exercise. Choose your 1-minute starter. Say it aloud now. Tomorrow after coffee, I will study English for 10 minutes. Or, tonight, I will put my book on the pillow. Say it. Nice.
Okay, friends, that is all for today. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Liam. Keep blooming, and we'll see you in the next episode.